Recording. How's everyone doing? What's up, Sam?
How we doing, Max?
We got a little WNBA mock draft
Big night tonight.
via Zoom. Hold on, folks. I'm just going to share my screen here. Go to this Excel Word doc. Hold on. Can you see me? Can
Yeah, we got you.
you see the screen?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We got a 2020 WNBA mock draft. Tell me how many other people are doing a 2020 NBA mock draft.
We're the first. We're pioneers.
We are pioneers. I mean, you got some on ESPN, you got some on Draft Site,
Bleacher Report.
Bleacher Report. They're doing their part. But tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, virtually, you got the WNBA mock draft. One of the most anticipated classes going into the NBA in quite some time, maybe since Breanna Stewart, Maya Moore, Brittany Griner.
Yeah.
But before we get started, I wanted to point out not a lot of UConn players here in the top 5.
That's right. We got some Oregon.
A lot of Oregon. So, safe to say that if the season didn't get canceled for COVID-19, hope everyone's staying safe, that Oregon might have taken home the chip.
I would agree.
All right, let's get it started. First pick of the draft is the New York Liberty, who seem to be here in the first round a lot. Not a great year last season. Sam, I think this might be the easiest pick in the WNBA/NBA draft in the next 4 years.
You want to go first?
You start it up.
All right. Easy pick. Sabrina Ionescu, point guard, Oregon. I mean, she's a beast. Average 18 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, almost a triple-double. Easily the best player in college basketball and women's college basketball.
I mean, I think it's not far off to say that she was the best player in the entire college basketball, men or women's, this season.
I would agree.
I mean, she has Steph Curry going to watch her play, Russell Wilson, Aisha Curry, who is a chef. I mean, it's amazing. Like you said, you read the numbers. She averaged almost a triple-double. Russell Westbrook of the WNBA, or Russell Westbrook is the Sabrina Ionescu of the NBA.
I like that comparison.
I mean, she is going to take the New York Liberty and turn them around. Is it safe to say, Sam, that a championship might be crowned to the New York Liberty before the New York Knicks?
I think that's a safe bet, being that they have 3 first-round picks. We got to remember they did trade their star Tina Charles, to Washington. They got the new coach Walt Hopkins in there. No more Bill Laimbeer. So it'll be interesting to see how they go forward these next few years.
Yep. So we move to the second pick of the draft here. The Dallas Wings. Dallas, obviously top here, frustrating season. I'm going to butcher this. I really do apologize. But the small forward out of Oregon, the second pick of the draft, I think this is – I don't know my facts on this, but last time Oregon players ever had 1 and 2 back-to-back like this, I don't think ever. Satu Sabelli, 6'4", stretches the floor, can shoot it a little bit, can dribble a little bit, has a triple threat, great player. She was Sabrina's teammate all season. They were like I'm trying to put this together.
Batman and Robin.
What?
Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin,
Batwoman.
Scotty and MJ. I was trying to think of a Friends analysis. Chandler Bing and Monica. They were 1 and 2. But yeah, Satu Sabelli, again, if I butcher, I apologize.
I'm going to go with Satu as well. This would be the 3rd time in WNBA history that teammates won 1 and 2 in the back-to-back to start the draft. I mean, to average 17 points with the team with Ionescu on it is extremely impressive. Safe to say, if Ionescu wasn't in this draft, she'd be the undoubted number 1 pick. So
Agreed. Number 3, Indiana Fever. You want to take this one?
Sure, I'll take it. Lauren Cox. She's a power forward from Baylor. She's a great player, don't get me wrong, but I do think there's a little bit of a gap between that 2 and 3. I just think those top 2 picks have been known since, the end of the season was announced. She's 6'7", very tall, and listen, she's a great player. She led Baylor to a great year. I think she can help the Indiana Fever get back on their
Yeah, I
feet.
got Lauren Cox too. I mean, 6'7" center. I don't see a lot of. She's technically listed as a power forward here. Actually, I'm sorry, they got her at 6'4" here, not 6'7". She played with the 6'7" center in Brown at Baylor. Baylor well coached. She's going to come into a system in the Indiana Fever, looking to help the program. She's going to be playing with McCowan in Indiana, another great player. But it's safe to say it's no indication to anyone that the Fever were in win now mode. They're clearly in a growth period. So Lauren Cox, third pick of the draft in the Indiana Fever. So top three we have the same. I think in every mock draft in America, it's about the same. Next, Atlanta Dream. I got Chinetti Carter.
Yeah.
Point guard, one of the smallest players in the draft from Texas A&M. People say she was the closest thing to Johnny Manziel at A&M since Johnny Manziel was at College Station. I mean, her size is the only thing that concerns me, but 21.3 points per game. I want to say that was top 5 in the country, top 10 in the country. Can create her own shot, do it off the dribble, come off the pick and roll. She's a great player. I love this pick for the Dream.
Yeah, I got Chinetti Carter too. She's fearless. She doesn't fear anyone going in the paint. Great finisher. To average over 20 points a game, it's ridiculous. Great player. She does have to work on her discipline when she gets, to the next level, but I think she's going to be a great player in the future for the Dream.
Yeah, you got Dallas Wings with the 5th pick of the draft to round out the top 5.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Tyisha Harris here. She averaged only 12 points a game and then 6 assists. I mean, obviously she's a great player, but, what puts her really over the edge here, she's a great leader. Great leader for that South Carolina Gamecocks team. I just think it's just a great pick for Dallas there. Needs some leadership, and I think Tyisha Harris can add that right away.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's not much else to say. Like I said, point guard, Tyisha Harris from South Carolina, 12 points per game, 5.7 assists per game, 5'10", got some size to her at the point guard position. Maria Jefferson going to come into Dallas. First year in Dallas, veteran point guard. We'll see how they mesh. Could be a leadership with a rookie type thing, a little Gilbert Arenas and Swaggy P, Nick Young type of thing when they were in Washington.
Yeah, for 2K fans out there, it could be like a little Justice Young and, your guy Perez Orange Juice.
Yeah, I mean, talk about what's going on in Dallas right here. You look at the NBA, you got Doncic and Porzingis. Now you're getting Tyisha Harris from South Carolina, point guard. I don't know who the best point guard in Dallas is, whether it's Luka or her, but
Jalen Brunson's in that conversation.
Top 5 picks, we both have it. 6, we moved to Minnesota, the Lynx.
All you, Max.
So this one, I think you could go with a bunch of different players here. I'm going to go – I have notes here. I didn't know who I wanted to go with, but now looking at it, for the Lynx, I'm going to go with Megan Walker. I'll tell you why. Megan Walker, small forward from UConn, 6'1". I'll tell you why. No UConn players in the top 5. Gino Wnba, one of the best coaches in America, men's or women's. I just think he produces good WNBA players that are going to fit a team. And I think the Lynx are a well-organized team where Megan can come in and produce for them right away at that forward position.
All right, I could see her going in this spot, but I'm gonna go with a small forward from Princeton. She's Bella. Sorry if I butcher her last name, Olari.
Wow.
I mean, such a great player.
She's a great player. She's in Princeton.
18 points, 9 rebounds. Princeton Tigers, yeah, she's genius. 26-1 with the Princeton Tigers this year.
Is that what they won
And
last year?
it's just so impressive. 26-1. 95 3-pointers at Princeton. And obviously she's a great shooter. I just think, Minnesota needs a little bit of a spark. So I think Bella can really add something here. And that's why I'm going to go with her over Megan.
Okay. All right. So now we move into Dallas. Another first-round pick for the Dallas Wings. That's their third first-round pick of the draft.
You want me to take it?
Yeah, you got it.
All right, I'm going to go with the point guard here from UConn, Crystal Dangerfield. Many people have her going in that, 6th spot, but I just think she drops here just because she needs some scoring. And, Crystal, no disrespect, she's not the greatest scorer. She does average 15 points and 4 assists, but, she shot 71 of 173 from this year from 3, a lot of threes. That's 41%. I really think, Dallas could use the shooting. So I just think it's take the best player available. And that's why going with Crystal here.
Yeah, me and you both got Crystal falling a little bit here. I'm going to go with Dallas pick. I'm going to go with Bella Larry. Sorry if I butchered that, from Princeton, as you just said. She's got all the tangibles you need to be a good WNBA player prospect. Like I said, wouldn't be shocked if Megan Walker fell to Dallas and Bella went to Minnesota, vice versa. But talk about a winning culture at Princeton. Got good pizza down there in Jersey. Well-coached team. I got Bella going there at 7. Again, I apologize if I'm butchering any names. We moved to Chicago. Chicago, the home of the deep dish pizza, at 8. I think this is where Crystal Dangerfield goes. I think they're going to be in the market for a guard, and like you said, Dangerfield from UConn. I apologize. She might be the smallest person in the draft at 5'5", 21 years old. Listen, she was 2019 first team AAC, all tournament team in 2019, NCAA regional team in 2019. I mean, I'm looking at her stats. They speak for herself. She's just small, but at the same time, I think she will produce for the Chicago Sky.
She's a player that might need a little more time to develop to the next level.
Yeah.
Which is why you could see her fall a little bit. But I do think she's going to be great, and I do think she's definitely a lock for that top 10. All right, for now, we're in Chicago. And, Max, this is where I'm going to have Megan Walker go.
Yep.
I think this is just the best player left in the draft. She was the American Athletic Conference Player of the Year, went to UConn, averaged about 20 points a game, 19.7 to be exact.
She's a walking bucket.
Walking bucket, 45% from three-point land. It's just fantastic. So I think best player left on the board. That's why Chicago takes her here.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like I said, I got Megan going at 6, I think, here in Minnesota. You got them going to Chicago. We moved back to the Mecca, New York Liberty basketball. Troubled times in New York basketball. Obviously, Brooklyn getting Kyrie and Kevin Durant, but the Liberty and the Knicks seem to struggle.
Something about Madison Square Garden.
What?
Something about Madison Square Garden.
It's crazy. But New York got Sabrina with the number 1 pick, the best player in the draft. I think the fan base of the WNBA is going to grow due to Sabrina's presence.
I agree.
Is that safe to say?
I think she was honestly I would even say probably the most popular player in all of college basketball last year.
Yeah.
Everyone knew about her, especially like players like you said before, Steph Curry, and the late great Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. But he was always at her game. So I think she's so popular. I think she'll help WNBA grow significantly.
And that's what it needs. I would say her and LaMelo Ball were probably the 2 prospects most well known out of everyone. I'm going to go New York. I think they're going to have to get a forward. So they're going to get their guard in Sabrina, and then they're going to get their forward with Ruthie Hebert. Am I pronouncing that right? 6'4". She could go up there with where the Megan Walkers of the world are going. You want to know what? I just think she brings able to stretch the floor, as I said, 6'4" from Oregon. She's used to playing with Sabrina, so I think matching them up as a 1-2 punch little there. It's like what's the right word here? It's like coffee and milk, or it's like cream and sugar. They're gonna go great together. She can play the center position also if you want to stretch the floor at 5. Run the pick and roll, pick and pop with Sabrina. They're used to playing with each other. What was I going to say? That's the third Oregon player to go here in the top 9, which is absolutely crazy. So I got Ruthie going here.
Yeah, I do too. I have Ruthie going here too. She really doesn't beat out by, the next best forward in this draft is Micaiah Herbert, Herbert, but I think Ruthie's going to go here just because of the connection she does have to Sabrina Ionescu, and shooting 65% from the field is always impressive, no matter how tall or, what league or conference you're in. So I agree with all the reasons you said. That's why Ruthie's going here.
Yeah. We move to Phoenix.
All right, I'll take this one. Like I just mentioned before, I got Micaiah Herbert going here. Micaiah Herbert Harrington, power forward from South Carolina. She led her team in scoring with 13.1 points a game and then averaged 6 rebounds. At the beginning of the year, many people didn't have her even going in the first 2 rounds. They thought she was going to slip to the 3rd round.
Yeah.
But, she really elevated her stock this year playing great in the SEC tournament. She won the MVP, and South Carolina finished perfect in league play this year. And they just lost once, the Gamecocks, all year. So I think she's a great player. Like I said, she's barely just behind Ruthie. The only reason Ruthie was going before is because she went to Oregon with Ionescu. But great player here. Micaiah going 10 to Phoenix.
I am going to go right here to Phoenix. Hold on here. I had somebody that I thought that I wanted. I'm going to go with Patrice Montpremier, if I'm pronouncing that right. Power forward out of Miami. Hurricanes were only 500, but she averaged 17 points close to and 10 rebounds a game, 6'4". Big presence on the court. Phoenix could be going small here, but I think they go big. I think, as you said, Herbert is another great pick, but for some reason I have a gut feeling that they're going to go with Patrice here at the 10 spot for Phoenix.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked.
Herbert's out of South Carolina, right?
Herbert is out of South Carolina, correct?
Yeah, and Patrice out of Miami. You want to take this one, Seattle?
Yeah, I'll take it. I think Seattle's in the market for a guard. Now, this is where I would not be shocked to see someone who maybe is projected to go in the second round Skoke here, but that's not going to happen yet for me. I'm going to go with, sorry if I'm butchering this, but it is Katija Lacosta.
Yep, out of
Latvia, South Florida. But they have a pretty solid roster. They have 2018 MVP. Everyone knows her, Breanna Stewart. She's back from injury. She was injured last year. So I think there's a really good roster. I think she's going to be a great player. She's 6 foot. She's described as a sharpshooter. She averaged 18 points a game.
She puts up more. I watched some film of her in wherever she was playing overseas after she tore her ACL and she left college.
Yeah.
She is the Steph Curry of this draft. She shoots. She's Klay Thompson. She shoots threes. You have to run her off the line. She can shoot 10 threes a game. She can shoot 12 threes a game. She can shoot 22 threes a game. She doesn't miss. She's the best shooter in this draft, in my opinion, and she will be a sharpshooter in the WNBA. She's great. Love that pick.
I agree. 2018, she averaged almost 22 points a game, and she made 126 three-pointers. And, over her 3 seasons there in South Florida, she had 308 threes. So it's just absurd. She's a sharpshooter. She's going to be great. That's why she's going here.
Yeah, like I said, I see her as being the best shooter in the draft. I am going to go here with – one second here. I lost my pick. I just had it. Huh. I am going to go with Tia Cooper, point guard out of Baylor.
Yep.
She is from she's 5'8", shooting guard, can play the point guard. A lot of some mock drafts have her going in the top 8.
Mm-hmm.
Some mock drafts have her falling all the way out of the first round.
Yeah.
I think she is good. She was a preseason All-American, first team All-SEC freshman a couple years ago. She was a 4-year starter. But I see Tia Cooper going here. Like I said, wouldn't be surprised if Tia fell out of the first round. Wouldn't be surprised if Tia was picked in the top 6. Great player, but that's what I like here.
I mean, she's someone whose range goes from all the way to the 4th pick, and then
it's
all the way down to mid-second round.
So,
right.
last pick of the first round to the Liberty. Do you want me to take this, or you got it?
Yeah, you got it first.
Okay. So as we said, Liberty added a point guard in the first pick of the draft in Sabrina. Then I have them with who I got? Ruthie forward.
Yeah.
At the 9 spot. I'm gonna have them.
Tough pick.
You want to know, because there's a couple players that I want here, but at the same time, I'm not positive. But I am gonna go with Joyner Holmes, small forward from Texas, 6'3", can play the power forward position. 21 years of age. Wouldn't be surprised if she fell to the second round. A lot of mocks have her in the second round. Big 12 Conference Freshman Player of the Year back in 2016 when she was a freshman. Has one Player of the Week. I'm looking at her stats here. Was preseason All Big 12 last year. McDonald's All-American in high school. Won the Jordan Brand Classic MVP back in high school. So she was a very big recruit coming out of high school. A little bit of a rocky college career, but obviously ended high. She's going to be a projected second-round pick, ended first round. I'm going to go with Joyner Holmes. I actually think this could be one of the steals of the draft for the New York Knicks here to play with Sabrina Ionescu. 6'3" at the small forward position, is very tall. Can also stretch at the 4. And like I said, I wouldn't be shocked if at some point she played a little bit at the 5. Spread the floor and shoot the rock.
Originally I was going to go with Joyner Holmes. Mm-hmm. Looking at what I have up here, I'm going to go with a name that a lot of people might not know. She's projected to go early to mid-second round, but she's out of Louisville. That's Kylie Shook from Louisville. Now, this girl, she is fantastic. Now, over the course of her 4 years at Louisville, she scored almost 2,000 points, 1,797, almost 1,300 rebounds, 218 assists, 195 steals, and this is the big one, 630 block shots.
That's insane.
She's 6'4". They list her as a shooting guard / small forward, but really she can play anywhere on the court. She can dribble, curly, she can pass, she can score. So I think she's really versatile. I think she'll fit great on the wing next to Ionescu and with who we have at 9, Ruthie Hebert. So I'm going to go with a little of a surprising name here.
Yeah, she's the Louisville's all-time block leader. She had a career high. She's durable. She's played 43 minutes in the game before. Double-double, 5 double-doubles. I mean, great pick here. This could be another steal of the draft. Projected to go in the 2nd, 3rd round. I don't have Laska in my first round. You have her going to Seattle. Looking back on this, I don't like that I don't have her in the first round going anywhere. She's a sharpshooter. She's the best shooter in the draft, in my opinion, hands down. Whoever gets her can run some ball screens, some ball flares for her, get her open off some screens and some pick and rolls.
Yeah.
I love her. I'm a little upset with myself I don't have her in the first round. I could have put her at Seattle with you instead of Tia Cooper. But overall, looking at this first round, it looks pretty good.
If I was comparing, Alaska an NBA player, honestly, I would have to compare to JJ Redick. I think that's a very good comparison to her. They run a lot of screens off JJ Redick, and I just think, JJ Redick's a great player, obviously.
Not a lot of dribbling, just a lot of catch and shoot.
Exactly, and don't be shocked when he ends up with a few steals in a game.
Yeah. I love it. Looking at the first round here, very similar towards the top, very different towards the bottom. The WNBA draft tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Going to be crazy virtually. We will see who is right. We only got the first round here. We'll be live tweeting second and third rounder in the draft. Sam, any final words?
Thank you guys for anyone watching. Expect more videos with us soon, maybe an NFL mock draft on the way.
100%.
Thanks for tuning in. Watch tonight, 7 p.m.
Yeah, stay safe, everyone. Tune in. I believe it's on ESPN or ESPN2. Some action sports-wise for once, so you're not have to watch any esports. QFL, Quarantine Football League. Super Bowl tonight at 9:15 p.m. Ross Brenner and the Saints take on Justin McClackey and the Steelers in that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just ignore that. WNBA mock draft. There it is.
Who is your official pick for the winner of the Super Bowl tonight?
I got Justin McClackey, 17, Brenner, 13.
I don't think anyone could beat McClackey.
Brenner, 14. No, I'll stick with I'll do this. Justin McClackey and the Steelers, 17, Ross Brenner, and the Saints, 14. That's it. That's how it goes. Defensive battles. McClackey is the most picks in QFL history. But this was the WNBA mock draft. More videos to come.
Thank you.